Good day, and welcome to another edition of Council Action. I'm Councilman Tom O'Donnell from Ward 6, and I'm here to recap last night's City Council meeting. We had two public hearings at the council meeting. The first was a request to authorize for special use from Catherine Smith for a business called Jollof Senegal Kitchen to allow for a restaurant in a B2 extensive business district located at 12667 New Halls Ferry Road. Ms. Smith presented and made the council aware of her intentions with her business, and that public hearing subsequently was closed. That will be voted on at the next meeting. Second public hearing was held on behalf of Mariah Green, requesting a special use for her business called Positive Vibes Grooming, LLC, to allow for a pet grooming business in the HB Historic Business District located at 729 Rue St. Francis. And Ms. Green answered questions about the type of business she would have in her pet grooming business, and that public hearing closed and will be voted on at the next meeting. Bills for second reading were presented. There was an ordinance, substitute ordinance offered for special permit for John Bonds that was hoping to do business as Happy Cups LLC for a quick service restaurant in Patterson Plaza for number 8 and number 22 in that plaza. And it received a second reading, but it did not get enough votes to have a third reading, and as a result, it subsequently died for lack of third reading. We had another second reading offered for an ordinance to amend Title III of the Florissant City Code, preventing left turns from Shackleford onto Jenke, as well as Mollering, Shirley, and Miller during the hours of 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. And that one received the necessary second and third readings and passed and became an ordinance to prevent left turn at that hour of the morning. We went on to first reading for several of the bills. One of them was for an ordinance for the council to amend business regulations that is in reference to mobile food vendors, regulations to add additional regulations for mobile food vendors that would be operating in the city. That was a first reading. And then we had a first reading for the public hearing for Catherine Smith for the Jollof Senegal Kitchen. That ordinance, or that particular request, was amended as a substitute bill to change actually from a B3, which more correctly should have been a B2 extensive business district, and also to adjust the hours of operation for that business from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. With the first reading, that substitute bill was accepted, and that will be voted on at the next meeting. There was a first reading for the other public hearing for Mariah Green and her Positive Vibes Grooming LLC for a pet grooming in Old Town on 729 St. Francis, for that as well as a first reading. We had several, and I think there were 5 of them, scheduled for first readings that actually had 3 readings. Each of these subsequently was approved. As we go forward now over the next several meetings, maybe for a few months, there are a number of buildings, properties owned by the city that are used by various departments, including the police department, public works, parks department, etc. And they are in great need of attention and work and improvements. And so when we get to those as they're presented, normally we would need 3 readings over a period of 2 different meetings. But as of tonight, 5 of those were presented, and all 3 of the readings were presented and voted on, approved, and subsequently became ordinances. Those 5 referencing are an ordinance to authorize the mayor to enter into a master service agreement with Navigate Building Solutions to look into facility studies for the public works and an animal control facility study. Another one that was approved and became an ordinance would authorize a contract for Richardette floor covering for work on the James J. Egan Center lobby flooring. A third one that had 3 readings and became ordinance was authorizing a contract with Custom Tree Care LLC for Willow Creek subdivision tree removal. And then 2 others. One was for an ordinance to authorize a contract with John Beal Roofing for the Florissant Golf Course clubhouse to replace the roof and do a gutter system upgrade. The last one to receive 3 readings tonight and approved in ordinance then was authorizing for the reimbursement from the Metropolitan Sewer District for Bruce Drive flood buyout project costs. So there was a buyout of that, and there were costs the city incurred in regard to getting that property, and the sewer district will be able to reimburse the city for those costs, and that was approved and went to ordinance. There were no council announcements tonight. The mayor had a few announcements, including June 18th being bingo with the mayor at the JFK on June 18th, and you can look on the city website or the Facebook page for more information. June the 19th is Juneteenth, and there will be a celebration from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. that at St. Ferdinand Park. Then on July 30th, we are going to have gaming with the cops. That's going to be held at the Fusion Center. So the police department is partnering with Fusion to have games with youth, and that is at the JFK Center on June the 30th. We also will have the Wednesday night out, monthly Wednesday night out in Old Town. This will be on June 24th. And then there will be a fiesta in Florissant. That's going to be on June 27th and 28th, the weekend of the 27th and 28th, and that will be held at the Duchesne Home Association grounds. And right after that, July 4th celebration and our nation's 250th birthday. There'll be music and fireworks at the Egan Center and that. So I would just encourage you all that there are a lot of events coming up in the city over the summer. The Juneteenth celebration coming up soon, the Wednesday night out meeting or gatherings in Old Town. There will be that July 4th that we mentioned, and the Music Under the Stars is right around the corner. That's always held at the St. Ferdinand Park, and just wonderful events that we can gather as a city, as a community, and meet people, and just enjoy each other, enjoy the evening, enjoy our city. I hope that this summer you were able to find some rest and some respite in some manner, and I hope you have a wonderful summer with family, with friends, be it at work or at home or in your travels. I wish you a good day. You all take care.